and welcome back to Classic MGB. Now today we've got something rather special. I'm going to let my daughter Holly
Hello.
drive the Mgb-Gt, but as you can understand, it is my pride and joy, and it's a toss-up which is kind of more important. So I thought I'd better go out in a modern car first. So we've got a husband's Fiesta, which is really interesting seeing the two cars next to each other, because the Fiesta is generally quite a small modern car, but it's much bigger than the MGB. Anyhow, so you've got to test, you've got to make sure that you can drive sensibly before I let you out in the MGB.
I am your daughter. I don't know if I can drive sensibly.
That's true. We better get into it. Okay.
Okay,
Right.
seatbelts on.
Seatbelts, yes. Definitely seatbelts.
Right, I've got priorities for this 4-degree day, is to put my heated seat on.
Heated seat, okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Do you want your heated seat on?
No, I'm a hardy
You're a
MG
hardy
driver.
MG driver. So I think I'll have the heated steering wheel as
But
well.
a heated steering wheel?
I think I'll have the heated steering wheel as well.
Oh, okay.
Heated windscreen? Heated
No.
windscreen?
Turn the
Okay,
volume
right.
down. Right, so we're off.
Where are we going to go?
Well, let's go left.
I want to go left.
Out to the drive.
Okay.
Oh, this takes me back a
I
bit.
know. And it was only 2 years ago I was 17. So
Yeah, right. Of course it was.
God, I can barely remember being 17
Going out in
and
your
going
little
out with
Micra.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
my little Micra.
I remember falling asleep on the night before your test. Do you remember?
did. I drove all the way back from wherever we were, 20
Chippenham,
minutes,
I think, wasn't it?
Chippenham.
Yeah.
20 minutes or 25 minutes with you asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Highly illegal, but you know, here we are. Yeah, so what do you think?
I like this car. I have actually been in it before, of course.
Yeah.
I do like this car. It's I mean, I had a Fiesta XR2 many years ago, and that was much closer to the MG than this is.
Which way should we go?
We'll go left, yeah.
Yeah, I do love this car. It's the one it's my daily driver really, because it's got all the things that I need from a car, which mine doesn't. So
Your Duke.
my Duke. So I drive this.
So
one.
what is it about this car that you kind of really like?
I do really like all the mod cons.
Right.
You know, having heated things is
Yeah,
really nice,
I get
especially
that.
in winter when I leave at 6 in the morning. Like, it's really nice.
Yeah, I get that.
I really like the gearbox. Actually, it's really smooth. It's not a difficult car to drive. You don't really have to think too much about it, which I really like.
See, driving is a kind of really weird thing, because you being a psychologist, I had to get that in. Dr. Holly, psychologist channel. Anyhow, one of the things that's really strange is if you're driving along and you're as bad as I am with this, if you're in a traffic jam, you'll go, get out of my way, get out of my way, and you're going to be really quite aggressive.
Never do that.
Okay?
That's not me.
No. But you wouldn't dream of doing that walking down the street, would you?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
No,
Get out of the
I
way.
wouldn't.
Your little horn built in. You wouldn't, would you? You know, so it's like,
No, I wouldn't. You're
it's
right.
like just a bit strange. And,
I know.
And that whole thing about driving, it's kind of your space, isn't it?
I actually really love my commute. I have an hour-long commute each way, and
Yeah.
I actually really like it because it gives me a bit of time to myself to decompress after the day. I like it. Who knows where we're going to end up at this rate? This is quite fun. I do feel like I'm on my driving test again, though.
Good.
This is weird.
That's good. So you
Should I
should.
pass the wheel?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Yes. Yeah.
Passing the
I
wheel?
think you've been driving how long? 13? Probably 14 years
If you remember what we just spoke about, I drove on my own before. When I was 17, I drove on my own.
Yeah. What, before your test?
Yes, because someone fell asleep.
Well, you were technically on your own, were you?
No, you were absolutely, Hawkeye on everything.
Yes, I was, yeah. I would have woken up if we crashed, probably.
Yeah, a bit late by then, though,
Anyway,
isn't
so
it?
just look where you're going. I'm testing your driving.
No.
So this is good, yeah.
How many miners so far?
Oh, 3. And, you know,
3?
2 coal miners and a tin miner.
God.
Yeah, that's the worst joke ever, isn't it? Oh, dear.
Oh, dearie me.
So that's a nice country road.
Yeah.
So how do you think the MG is going to feel compared with this? I mean, you've never driven an old car before. The MG is actually 20 years older than you are. So how do you think it's going to be? You're going to go left here.
Okay. How do I think the MG is going to feel? I am a bit nervous about it, actually, because this, like I said, one of the reasons I love it is because I don't have to think about it. you know, pretty much it'll go in whatever gear I want, whatever
Right.
gear I'm in, it'll go. You know, I don't need to think about it. Everything is easy.
Right.
Turning the steering wheel I could do with a finger.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So I am worried about the power steering element of things. I'm worried about the brakes
Right.
element of things.
Yeah.
I'm worried about being cold.
Yeah, the heater's not the greatest. This
Exactly.
is. I'm actually a bit too warm at the moment.
Because normally
So
when we go
turn
out
it
in the
down a
MGB, it's the summer.
It is summer.
and
that's
it's normally
right.
quite hot. But
Which-
this is
and then it's too hot. of
And then
course.
it's too hot, exactly.
Yeah. But I have to say, you're driving quite well, up to reasonable standard.
Excuse you. Reasonable standard.
Well,
whoa.
adequate.
Whoa.
Adequate.
Whoa. Did you see that?
Yeah, he just pulled straight out,
Oh
didn't
my
he?
god, he was so close to
Yeah,
me.
I know. That was lucky. We got that on camera.
Yeah, you're lucky the cameras are rolling, otherwise I might be saying some choice words right now. Oh my god.
We could always bleep it out. Yeah, I'd have been saying some choice words if it had been the MG, wouldn't I?
I'm like actually livid, and I joked with my
I
husband about like, wouldn't it be hilarious if
If
I
you
crashed
crashed
his
it.
car?
Yeah, not good.
Trying
No.
to prove that I'm a good driver.
Yeah. No, I think you proved it so far.
Good, I think so.
It's quite a nice bit of road.
It is a nice bit of road, to be fair.
So one of the problems that the classic car community has is that it's difficult to engage young people in the classic car world. Why do you think that is? What's the problem?
I think there's probably a number of things, aren't there? I think it can be quite expensive to get
Yeah.
into a classic car. And
Tell me about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I'm
if you've
spending your inheritance. That's what it is.
you've
really.
got to enjoy your life.
True. True.
I think that's a problem, and lots of young people can't afford houses and things. So that it feels almost a bit indulgent to have a hobby when you can't afford some of the basic things. So I wonder if that could be part of it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I also think that you grew up in an era of these cars. And are
Yes.
probably more mechanically minded than I know nothing about caring for a car like that and doing loads of the work on it.
Yeah,
and
I suppose that's true.
And we just didn't grow up in a culture where you did that
No, that's
in
fair
such
point.
a place. So that I think that has something to do with it. And you're also driving a car that you know. How old were you when your car was
Well,
built?
I was 8, I suppose, 7 or 8,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So that's like a car that you would have like really wanted, and it's part of your kind of. There's a bit of nostalgia to it.
Yeah, I think that's very true. I think, it's a car that I kind of lusted after for years. It was a car that I always admired.
Whereas
And
for
to be
me, that's like an Audi R8.
Yeah, slight difference in price.
Slight difference in price.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it'd be quite interesting when you're 60, in 30 years' time, what sort of car would you think would be a classic? Because
Well,
this would be a
exactly.
classic, wouldn't it?
Well, exactly. But also, the MGB will be like an ultra classic maybe by then.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
would
vintage. Yeah.
But also, it's something that like my brother and I both talked about. Wouldn't it be great if we could get MGBs? Like
Yeah.
all of us, it would be really great.
Brilliant,
But,
yeah.
But I don't know enough about maintaining that sort
no,
of car,
neither do I, really.
and I don't really have the time to maintain that sort of car
Fair
either, or the money.
I think
So-
I think actually that's one of the problems with the way cars are going. I mean, this car just works.
It just
and
goes.
You don't actually look under the bonnet. Your husband,
Well,
lad doesn't
he
look under the
does.
bonnet.
He does. He looks after it. To be fair,
Okay, but he puts oil in it and he, checks the tyre pressure.
it has a
and things.
service every year. Like,
But he doesn't do that,
No, exactly. Yeah.
I think there's a fair amount with a classic car of nostalgia, harking back to the past. I think as you get older, you tend to look at old photos, look at older TV series, and I think that probably goes for classic cars as well. And there's a kind of psychological thing. But
There isn't, but I do think it's sad. If I think about the cars in my life growing up, like I can remember Mum's Micra.
yeah,
I remember your Volvo.
Yeah, which
several.
one?
Yeah,
Several
exactly,
of them,
several
yeah.
Volvos. But they don't have the same sort of style that the MGB does. Do you know what I mean? It's not the
No.
same. So when I think about what I'll be like when I'm 60, for example, which you will be soon.
right, this year, yes, okay.
Then like what will I be? What will I become nostalgic about? Probably I will about like the Micra and
I don't
those
know.
things.
That is a good point, actually. And I think one of the attractions of a classic car actually is they're not too perfect. For something that's so perfect, we kind of quite like things with a few quirks.
But that's
a few
because
flaws.
you enjoy the maintenance of it and getting
Well,
to know it and like
tweaking,
tinkering away.
Tinkering is probably the
Tinkering.
right word.
You like to tinker.
Tinkering
What's
is
the thing
probably
you
the
do? You
right
pod
word.
and proke each other or something?
Whoa, crikey, we're throwing it round the bands now.
No, we're not. We're
Oh,
fine.
God.
What?
Just gently. You're going to be driving my MGB soon. So, yeah, we do a thing at our local club called Prod and Poke, which you have a problem with. But all it means is you take your car along and people prod and poke it and have a look at it.
Yeah, but it's not, yeah, right.
yeah, something like that.
It's just because I spoke to you one day and I was like, what are you up to this weekend or whatever? And you were like, oh, I'm going for Prod and Poke. And I was like, sorry?
yeah.
What? What I want in a car is something that's really easy.
Yeah.
You know, and works. I don't want something that's really faffy and like, I really need to think about. I really know that I'm going to have to engage my brain to drive the MGB.
Maybe we'll see.
Well, I think so because I'm used to driving this.
Yes.
And I've never really driven a car with power steering more than
you mean without power steering?
Oh yeah, sorry, without power steering. Yeah.
I think the other thing about a car is people have cars for different reasons. You know, most people have a car to get from A to B, which is absolutely a good reason to have a car.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily have a classic car for that reason.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
You have it for fun.
Yeah.
And so it changes, you know, what you expect out of the car. We stalled here once. Nick nearly had a heart attack.
What, in the MGB?
Oh yeah, of course. What other car would it
I don't
be?
know. Well, like you said, you grew up in an era with these sorts of cars.
Yeah,
I
couldn't get it back into gear. Or, I can't remember. There was some problem anyway. So she was
You're not filling me with confidence.
Well, it was an old car, you know.
Do you know how many times that's happened here with me in this car? Never.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, I'm surprised you like a geared car. Actually,
I really like a geared car.
Yeah.
I've never really driven an auto. I like a geared car because I feel like I'm driving. It makes me feel connected to like I'm driving and like
it wasn't until
if you need to accelerate, you're going through the gears and it's not. I like it.
Yeah, I think it goes back to what I actually said before. You know, if you want a driving experience, then a geared car is really good, like a classic. But actually, if you just want to get from A to B, you know, and funnily enough, I thought, you know, when I've got a geared car, I thought I'd have problems and you know, not hit the clutch, but I don't. You get used to what you're driving because they are very different. I think if I had two cars of the same type, you know, an auto and a manual, that might be a bit tricky. But because the cars tend to be so different, you know, my Volvo V60 is nothing like the MGB.
Yeah. I've not done anything on this drive that you wouldn't have done, have I?
No, you've probably been a little bit close to a couple of the cars in front.
Really?
Yeah, the thing is, it always looks closer when you haven't got controls in front of you.
Yeah, that is true. And also, you don't know if my foot is covering the brake, which it is now. Like
You're
I'm
right.
not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, the brake. I wouldn't be following this closely in the MGB
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it.
because.
Yeah.
What are you worried about? You always worry we're not going to stop.
Well, yeah. I think the problem with your children actually is they're still children. However old you get, and
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
wrinkly. Not that you are wrinkly. You still think they're children.
Put in the comments if you think that was completely not okay.
It probably wasn't.
You'd be on my side.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, you remember sort of wiping up after your children, and it's quite difficult to translate that into fully adult and actually far more intelligent than you are. It's a bit of a challenge, really.
Oh, I don't know if that's the case.
Oh, it's definitely
Just
the
got
case.
a few degrees. I don't know if that means intelligence necessarily.
Well,
yeah.
Dr. Holly, psychologist.
How many mentions are we going to have?
Oh, I don't know. Depends. You don't want money for this, so you better have a mention or two, haven't you?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Hey, you've got more subscribers than me, so.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Yeah, you have?
No, I haven't.
Must do.
You've got over 7,000.
Yeah, what have you got?
No,
Have you got
I
that?
haven't got 7,000.
Oh, really?
No. But this video is going to make it. Your presence is going to make
I agree.
that
I think
boost
so.
hugely.
I think so.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Okay. So,
I'm getting nervous now.
good. So you should. I want you to take due care and attention of my baby. Due care and attention.
So many babies. Your baby, 2 babies. There you go. Well, the car and me.
Oh, yes. Right, so don't hit the car. There's a
There's a
bus.
bus.
And he'll be all right. He'll stop for you. He'll wave.
Is it worth saying that of the 2 times I've scraped my car, it's been on this driveway?
Yes, that's true, actually.
But again,
So
want
nice
to
bit of
avoid
driving,
divorce
nice
if I can.
Camera is very handy, actually.
I actually
isn't
don't
it?
like the camera. I like to no.
I like both.
I like
actually.
to see where I'm going. I don't trust the camera.
Engine off. So, Dr. Risden, I'm
Do I
glad
pass?
to know that you've passed. You've passed the test. and I'm going to let you drive the MGB.
Woo-hoo, let's go!
Let's do it!
Okay.
Well,
Oh, I'm really nervous.
I'm slightly nervous as well.
Okay, this is my first issue. Where's the start-stop button?
Yes, it's a key down the bottom there.
Oh, there.
Big key.
This one?
That's the one.
Any way in?
Yep. In neutral.
I don't. Yes, that feels. Is that neutral?
Yeah,
I
that's
can
neutral.
wiggle it sideways. So
Yeah.
it seems so.
Now, can you? It started.
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah, you sure you've got enough
I
brake
can see.
pedal? Put your foot. Hit the brakes. Okay.
I'm scared.
Off we go.
No, let's not.
Now you can do this.
Okay, where are we going to go?
We're going to go the way we came in the Fiesta, so left.
Okay, and first is where it should be. It's not
It
reverse
is.
or anything. Jesus. Oh, what? Wait.
Yeah, it's straight.
Hang on, yeah, let me sort the gears out. Right.
Yeah.
It's straight.
Yeah.
Rather than left and.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's over there.
Yeah.
Second and fourth.
That's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So into first.
Why is this
Straight.
Why
There you
is this so hard?
Well, it's
I feel
not
like
hard.
that's third.
Okay, so
And that's the handbrake.
that's the handbrake.
And is that off?
Yep. So give it some beans.
Everything feels so weird.
Off we go. Whoa!
Oh, is that too much beans?
No, that's all right. You're okay.
Too many beans?
That's
Let me
okay.
just play with the brakes a
Yeah,
bit.
just
Oh
make-
my god, why then no brakes?
Well, there are brakes. You just
No,
gotta.
there are not. Are you joking? That took us like the whole driveway to.
Yeah, you just got to press a bit harder. That's all. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just take it easy. Here we go.
Oh my god. Where are we going?
You're going left. So indicator on the left.
Oh, yeah.
On the right, even other way. Other
Oh.
way. That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, you're good my way. You're good both ways, I think.
Oh.
So give it some
I don't
beans.
like it.
Round you go.
Oh my god.
No power steering here.
Why
Off
is
we
this
go.
so difficult?
Right, off we go. Well done. You got into second gear. Well, nearly.
Oh.
That's it.
There's second gear.
That's it.
Oh my god. You just had someone like nods like that.
Yeah, because people. That's
You
the
take this
thing.
and oh. Why won't that go into second gear?
You just try pulling it straight back. There you go.
Oh, okay.
It takes a bit of getting used to the gearbox. It's not like a modern gearbox. It's much less
I'm
forgiving.
so nervous about this steering.
You're gonna
My
be fine.
god. Yeah, I'm alright going this slowly, but
Yeah.
I can't go this slowly everywhere.
No, but it'll be better. It gets easier the faster you go. So you're going to go left at the end.
I'm scared.
No, you'll be fine.
Okay, do I need to start braking about here?
Maybe. You will need first probably to get out.
Yeah.
So,
Why doesn't it stop?
well, it does.
It doesn't.
Handbrake maybe.
Why?
Well, because you need to get out.
Can't see though, is the issue.
No. Clear? Off we go. Way! Down
Oh
we
my
go.
god! I feel like I should have like L plates on or something. Is that force?
No, that's it.
Oh god. Don't like it.
you just to get used to it. It's a classic car.
Oh my god.
It's a
Yeah,
classic
do you know
car.
what? If we were like on a track or the road was really quiet.
Yeah,
I'd
it's a
feel-
bit
I'd think
dangerous.
I'd feel a bit
Not
better.
dangerous. It's just.
Where are we going?
We're going to go the same way as we
Same
did
way
before,
as we
so
did.
Right.
Okay.
Try and avoid the truck if you can.
Oh god.
That's it. That's okay. You're fine.
Really want. Oh.
Gently. Whoa, we're off now. That's it. Oh, you're good. You're good.
Wait, what? The
That's it,
indicator
yeah.
is really messing with me.
Yeah, the indicator doesn't cancel always, so you just. So it's still going, so just give
Yeah,
it a little
I don't-
touch. Just give it a little touch. There you
Okay.
go. All right. What a lovely roar, though. Don't you feel excited?
I do feel very excited. I still feel very nervous. Oh no. I'm going to stay in third. We're going to coast for a bit. I'm scared.
Brakes.
I am braking. What do you think I'm doing?
You'll find the brakes do work, but you do have to hit them. You have to press them that much harder. You're used to that Fiesta, which is really, really sharp.
It's really sharp, yeah. The Fiesta, I just think about the brake with my big toe and it goes.
Yeah.
I just don't know what gear. I feel like I should be up a gear.
Yeah, the gearing
The gears
actually.
are hard.
The gears are hard. Second and third is quite tricky. It's quite a tricky one, so you're going to go right here.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
This
right.
hand wants to do stuff.
Yeah, because you're used to it that way.
At least no one else is coming this way.
Good.
I'm sorry, these brakes should not be legal. Oh God. I'm sorry.
I did it when I first got the car. I did exactly the same.
Is it because I'm trying to put it in reverse?
Yeah, you're sort of going a bit
what?
you don't need to go across the gate.
And
You're
that's
also
what you mean by
oversteering it a bit, aren't you? Because there's no power steering.
I'm oversteering it.
Yeah, you went a little bit further than you normally would because it doesn't self-center probably as well as your modern power steering.
And this is what I mean. I really have to think about what I'm doing because everything is just so automatic almost in my car because I'm so comfortable with it. It's muscle memory. Of course, yeah. Oh God, I don't like it. I'm very low. We're very low to the ground here. I like to be up a bit.
Yeah, this is a bit of a bumpy road as well, isn't it?
It is, to be fair. Yeah, the gearing, I really have to think about. You forget how much you think about it when you're like learning a car. Yeah,
we haven't touched the overdrive yet.
We won't be doing that.
Well, maybe, we'll see.
Too scared.
It's really easy. I'll show you when we get onto the big main road. So you're getting used to it now, aren't you? Yeah,
but there's nobody here.
No, that's okay.
And I also don't have to brake.
No, braking
because I can do straight driving.
Yeah, braking is a bit of a challenge, I'll give you that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the brakes, I can't believe that the brakes are a thing.
Yeah, so we've got a traffic light coming up.
We have. Oh,
indicate.
We're going to go left?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing with the gears.
So just push it straight forward. You can take it out of gear. Oh, there you go.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Give it some beans.
Really?
All right. Yeah, go on, give it some beans. Oh, nice open road. Go on.
Is that too much?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Watch the revs. The fourth gear. Right now, see on the right-hand side of the steering wheel, there's a switch.
This
so take your foot off the accelerator.
Okay.
Switch. There you go. You've got the overdrive working.
Which is like an extra gear?
It's like an extra gear, yeah. It's slightly more complicated. So you're going quite quickly now. You're doing it on the speed limit, more or less.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay then.
Feels good going around the corners though, doesn't it?
It does. It is. I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would. I'm still very nervous about
Of course.
Brakes.
They're just not as good as modern brakes, you know.
It goes better than I thought it would.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. It goes really well. I can see why you like, driving around a track as well, I have to say.
Yeah,
I can see that. I
It is fun
know.
around the track.
Over the summer I can do some track
Just
days.
get your hands on the wheel. Come on, behave yourself. You're doing over the speed limit now.
Oh, are we?
You're doing 67 miles an hour.
Yeah, but that's an aftermarket thing. That can't be real.
Well, this is the other speedo is sort of an
and
average.
the speedo goes like this.
Well, yeah, but that's an MGB, you know.
Well, yeah, okay, so I'm going 50, 60, 50, 60, 50, 60.
Well, it's an average.
Okay.
So now you need to flick it, accelerator off and flick it out of the overdrive.
Oh.
That's it, yeah.
Okay.
It's like going down a gear, so we're going to go left here.
We're going to go left.
Oh no, we're going to go right round, aren't we?
Are we?
Yeah.
I don't know what gear I'm in. This is really, oh God.
There we go.
I don't like it. I know I can go. I know I can go. I just.
No, you don't. There's Dukes there.
Well, yeah, I could have
That's
gone.
all right. Take your time. It's the first time you've driven a classic car, so I'm completely understanding. You're managing on the steering, all right?
Yeah, the steering is not as bad as I thought.
Really? I mean, and also the thing you got to remember is that the car came as standard with a much bigger steering wheel. So actually, it was easier to steer than this. I mean, this has got a motor litre wheel on it, whereas the other wheel was probably maybe 2 or 3 inches bigger, which would give you more leverage.
Can I do some overdrive?
Yeah, if you want to.
So accelerator off, overdrive.
That's it.
We're in. Yeah, it's just like coming up to roundabouts and things. I'm like, I don't know what gear I'm in when I touch the steering wheel, the gear lever, which you normally would in your car, wouldn't you? Because you just know where it is.
But that's getting used to it.
Yeah.
When I first got it, I was very nervous on the brakes because obviously modern cars have much better brakes. But all that happens is you just drive it to the capabilities of the car. So you leave a bigger gap.
Yeah, exactly.
You leave a great.
You see, I'm not anywhere near as close to cars in front of this.
No, you're not. But you're still doing the speed limit.
Yeah, which is, I'm really surprised.
Yeah, it goes well.
It does go well. It does. But I know what you mean. There's not there's not so much room. Like in the Fiesta, I know which gear I'm in because it's really defined. You go this, then this for first.
It is.
Really
it is
defined.
actually quite defined on this. It's just
it's different though, isn't it?
It's different. That's what. Yeah, exactly. It's different. The thing to remember is to get it out of overdrive.
Do I need to come out of overdrive for this?
No. When you stop, probably. Because what happens is overdrive only works on third and fourth gear. So if you inadvertently go into second gear, for example, the overdrive will switch out automatically. But it does mean that when you go into third, it'll sort of give you a clung because the overdrive engages again. So you probably want to pop out of the overdrive at some point. And hit the brakes would be a good idea.
I've been on the brakes for quite a long time.
Good.
So don't worry about that.
So you're getting used to it.
I mean,
we've done
right?
5 minutes? Right, yeah. We have to wait at the traffic lights anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I do like it. But I have to really think about it.
Oh, that was lucky.
Oh, that was lucky. That feels like first.
Yeah, it is first.
Oh, hello. Hello. Got a bit of a chicane business going on.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I do.
You're getting into it, aren't you?
I really feel like I'm driving a car.
Yes, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It sounds like a silly thing to say, but I really...
Yeah, it feels like you're driving it, whereas with a modern car, you feel that, well, you can almost, I mean, my Volvo will actually steer itself as well, and it's got adaptive cruise.
Yeah.
So it is very, very easy to drive. With this, you do feel involved, and I'm quite pleased it hasn't rained as well, because this is pretty dodgy in the rain.
There's also there's something about the smell of a classic car with the noise and the feel. I do like. It's almost like if you drive a single seater or like a race car.
Yeah, that's true. I get that.
It's not, the race car is not designed for you to be comfortable.
No.
It's designed for driving, and this feels a bit like you've obviously got lovely seats in it and things like that, but that's how it feels.
Yeah, so you're starting to talk more and worry about the driving less, aren't you?
I am. I'm just going to wait for all the cars. I'm just going to wait.
Now you see, you'd have been out in the Fiesta.
Of course I would.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I'd rather wait and be safe.
Yeah,
I remember saying that when I was 17.
Yeah, don't worry now.
No, not anymore.
So I'm so glad you like it.
I do really like it. It's dangerous for you though.
Well, yeah, but it does mean that if we're out somewhere and I get tired or whatever, you can drive home.
That's true.
And you'd be surprised how good it is on the motorway. You'd be very surprised how good it is on the motorway.
Yeah.
You think, oh, it's an old car, it's 52 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
You think it'd be awful, but it'll cruise all day at 70 and a bit more sometimes.
That's really good. Yeah, I'm not finding the power steering is difficult.
No.
But I drove my first boyfriend's car and he didn't have power steering. It was a Peugeot 106.
Yeah, Tom, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, this is so difficult. This doesn't feel as heavy as that.
Oh,
I don't know why.
That's it. That is interesting.
It may just be because, I don't know why.
I don't know.
Maybe but also that first time I had no idea what a car would be like without power steering.
No, so that's just what you drove.
So yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because your Micra had power steering.
Yeah. All my cars have had power steering. I've never ever had one without.
So the big question, are you going to try and reverse it into the drive?
I don't know. Shall I?
Give it a go.
Okay.
Just don't crash it, obviously, because I know you do like hitting things in our drive, but
I know, this is my worry.
Yeah, well, I've got my handbrake.
My husband's prized possession is in that driveway.
You're not going to go that far, are you?
I hope not. Am I neutral?
You know?
Yes, I was, I think. When I now see a classic car, I think I notice them more. Do you like that? Like when we were pulling out, someone kind of looked at us and was like, nice.
The thing is, it's really interesting, I mean, if you had something like a Ferrari or a Porsche, probably, people would give you a very different sign. Oh, it's a policeman.
Yeah.
So it's very different in an MG. People, I've never had somebody saying anything derogatory about it. It's always, oh, love your car, mate. I love it. Oh, I had one of those. Oh, and you'd have 10 minutes.
What a pretty car. It's always...
Yeah, and you'd be sitting at the petrol station and, 10 minutes later, the guy would have told you all about the MG he had back in the 80s or 70s,
And I do think that's a big thing about the classic car arena as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I think the kind of culture and...
You got around that one. Yeah, I think that's it. And the MG community actually is so friendly.
Yeah, they are.
You know, and that's, I mean, you've been to a few events. Everybody is just really friendly. And I just get the feeling that some classic car or some car clubs are a little bit not quite so.
I get that vibe as well sometimes,
you know?
when we go to the big events. And
Yeah.
I've never, not once, ever, nobody has ever questioned me on like, oh, you think you like cars? Well, tell me everything. Which I've had in football crowds, cricket crowds. I've had that in all crowds. I've never had that in an MG crowd. Yeah. Everyone's always been really welcoming of me, right?
Yeah. You're going to try and reverse it?
Okay, yes.
So swing it round, swing it out. There you go. You'll probably do better than I did. That's it. Oh, there we go. Right.
Okay, I don't know how to get into reverse.
I can't remember. It's out and back, I think. Clutch down.
Yeah, clutch down.
Oh, that might be it. There you go.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, this is so hard. Oh, God, I'm really nervous.
You're quite close to the... Yeah, you're right. There you go. Yeah. Let's straighten her up a bit. There you go. Perfect. Look at that.
Wait, is that straight now?
Yeah, pretty good. I should avoid the Fiesta if I were you.
I'm really going to try, because I literally won't have a home to go to. Something happens to that beauty. Oh, look at that, eh?
Look at that. See? Nothing to worry about. So engine off.
Oh, yeah.
Handbrake on.
There you go.
Thank you. So how was that?
That was really fun, actually.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised by how fun I found that.
Good.
And I kind of want to keep going. Like, I want to do more. Yeah, really good.
A car 20 years older than you, you've driven it. I'm really pleased you like it, because there is this thing in classic cars, as I've said, that, you know, younger people are not interested. But actually, you know, the younger people that are interested tend to be quite committed. You know, there's quite a few MG people. So I'm really glad, but I have to give you the choice. I mean, this is a fictional choice. I'm not going to give him my MG.
I think, put in the comments if you think he should give me the MG. I mean, I think personally, yes. But
okay, so if you had to, would you swap Fiesta, MG?
Not for a daily driver.
Right.
I think my husband would divorce me if I came home without the Fiesta instead of came home with the MGB. But I like the fact that, like, driving for me, I use it every day. I drive 2 hours a day. I need something that I can really not think too much about, and I can just focus on the road, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this I would really have to think about. Yes. I love it, and I'm thrilled that I'm now on the insurance.
You are, yes.
So, you know, if I need to drive it,
absolutely.
The options there, but I'm going to have to go for the Fiesta, please.
Okay, there you go. I'm kind of not surprised. Oh, thank you so much for that. It's been really fun this morning doing this. And anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, give it a share, and consider subscribing to the channel, and you'll get more of this sort of madness with daughter and in the garage and all those sort of things. As always, many thanks for watching, and take care.